Hey everyone, what's going on? Jeff here from Films at Home, and in today's video I want to talk to you about why Blu-ray doesn't suck. Now the reason I'm making this video is because there is a widely viewed video called The Top 10 Reasons Why Blu-ray Sucks. It's from a very popular channel, Cinemassacre. He is actually a really cool guy, a great YouTuber. He's been doing it for a while. But even though I love his content and I love his channel, I do want to make sort of a rebuttal and give the counter argument as to why Blu-rays don't suck. So no hate to Cinemassacre, no bad blood here. I love his content. I think his video on why Blu-rays suck is actually very funny, but it gave me the idea to create the opposite counter argument, and so here it is, starting with number one. So the number one reason why Blu-rays don't suck is because they're super important to the world of film preservation, and they sort of were a catalyst for a lot of film restorations and preservation efforts that have happened over the last 20 or so years. When Blu-ray was released, it all of a sudden gave the studios like Warner Brothers, Universal, Paramount, it gave them an incentive to start going into their catalog and restoring these film reels and other older masters that they had into new digital HD or even sometimes 4K files. So I think that is hugely important because a lot of movies and a lot of negatives have been lost to fires and degradation over the years, and some of them just been lost straight out because they were all physical assets. And while I love physical media, I think it's actually very important to have digital backups of all of those physical assets at the studios, because a simple, fire in a warehouse could wipe out decades of movies. So Blu-ray sort of became a reason for studios to remaster and restore their stuff. They obviously were getting incentives from selling Blu-ray discs, but it's an important format because it really re-energized the preservation departments and put more money into it at these major studios, which is a good thing for film history. Now, my second reason why Blu-ray doesn't suck is because I love the additional special features that we can get on Blu-ray. DVD, of course, introduced special features to the world, right? You had interactive menus and you could go through special features. That was game-changing. But a DVD is just about 5 gigabytes of data. A single-layer Blu-ray disc is 25 gigs and a dual-layer Blu-ray disc is 50 gigs. So on a dual-layer disc, you have 10 times as much room to store special features. And special features really took off, in my opinion, with the Blu-ray format. If you look at the special features that are included on special editions from, say, Criterion, Arrow Video, Kino Lorber, some of these big major studios, they have lists and lists of special features. There are multiple audio commentaries, there are video essays, there's theatrical trailers. Sometimes they can even squeeze another movie or several short films from a director on these discs. And sure, you're probably saying, well, DVD had a bunch of special features too, but here's the thing. You often had 2 or 3 disc sets on DVD. So you'd get the movie and maybe a commentary on one, then you'd have to get up and change the disc to get your special features. Well, on Blu-ray, that's often not the case. They can usually put a ton of special features all on the same disc. So you're not getting up and down and trying to change discs just to get to your special features. It's all on one disc, makes it very convenient and makes it superior to DVD for that reason when it comes to special features. So it's a huge reason to upgrade to Blu-ray. Now, number 3 is that the discs are honestly more secure and better protected in your collection than a DVD. Now, when I say that, I mean in terms of like scratch resistance and their durability. A DVD did not have great scratch resistance technology. Honestly, you'll probably see it if you go to thrift stores or go to pawn shops or buy used DVDs. More often than not, they are scratched to hell. They are really banged up and they won't play well if they are that scratched. And it's a real problem with the DVD format. Blu-ray is much more durable. It has some anti-scratch resistant coating on it. I have very rarely seen used Blu-rays, even that are 10 to 15 years old, that have serious scratches. And even when they do have scratches, because of that coating, it could just be a superficial scratch which you can buff out and still get the discs to play pretty well. So the durability and the scratch resistance is honestly a huge reason to upgrade your DVDs to Blu-rays. If you have a favorite movie that you're taking in and out of a player and in and out of the case all the time, if you got kids and you want to buy their movies that they're handling, Blu-ray is going to be much more durable for all of that, and it makes for a much better experience than DVD. Now, reason number 4 why Blu-rays don't suck is because they introduced what I consider to be a sort of renaissance of physical media. The Blu-ray format came out in 2006, and at that point in time, most of your movies were being released by the major players. There weren't a whole lot of independent labels. Criterion Collection was out there, but there wasn't a whole lot of that sort of boutique label that has become so popular on Blu-ray and now 4K. For example, just to name a few, Arrow Video launched in 2009, so Blu-ray really kickstarted Arrow Video. Scream Factory was launched in 2012, so while Shout Factory had been around for a while, the Scream Factory collection, which a lot of horror movie collectors love and has been doing great work, that was in 2012, very much in line with the height of Blu-ray. And Vinegar Syndrome, a company that a ton of Blu-ray collectors love, and they've been doing great restoration work, especially on more obscure kind of cult movies. They didn't exist until 2012 either. So the Blu-ray format really ushered in this new era of boutique labels. Blu-ray gave these companies an avenue to go and restore and really get them a business model that could sustain that they couldn't previously crack into in the VHS or DVD days. So I think Blu-ray is super cool for that reason, because it did usher in a whole new line of people like the Kino Lorber Studio Classics line, and of course the Shout and Scream Factory, the Vinegar Syndrome, and now we have all these new cool labels like Imprint Films and 88 Films and Code Red releasing. I mean, there's so much that's going on out there right now within Blu-ray that I think it's what makes it a much better format than DVD. So reason number 5 why Blu-rays don't suck is because they have a smaller footprint. If you know DVD cases are fairly tall and they require a decent sized shelf. So you cannot fit as many DVDs into a smaller space or into a collection. You need pretty high shelves because they are about 1.5 inches higher than a Blu-ray case. So the height is a real problem. Blu-ray cases being shrunk down a little bit, still maintaining a pretty slim profile and spine like DVD, and actually being a little bit less wide, it means you can simply fit more in your collection. You can fit more on a shelf, you can shrink your shelves down so you can fit Blu-rays in at a higher rate. Say if you have 6 feet of space to work with, you can get more Blu-rays in there than you can DVDs. So it's a minor reason, but if you're a collector like me who has hundreds if not thousands of movies, that space really matters. You know, you may only be able to get 500 DVDs in one section of your collection, but you could get 600 Blu-rays. Now, reason number 6 why I think Blu-ray doesn't suck is because of the artwork and the packaging and the way that this format has sort of re-energized unique artists. And the Steelbook format is kind of not new to Blu-ray, but definitely picked up steam with Blu-ray, and there's a ton of really cool artwork. Slip covers have become a very, big part of Blu-ray collecting, and there is certainly some very unique artwork on slip covers. And when I think about DVD, I go back to the early days of DVD. You had the old snap cases, which were really flimsy pieces of cardboard, didn't have a slip cover, and then you get into some, newer DVDs, and sure, they had a little bit of a nicer black case and it was a little bit more sturdy, but again, typically didn't come with a slip cover, didn't have that sort of premium look and feel that a Blu-ray has. And so it's really been exciting to see all these different artists come together to create new artwork, when in the days of DVD, it was pretty much theatrical poster art. But with Blu-ray, you really have to stand out on social media. You have to stand out on websites, on, online retail sites. Your artwork needs to pop, and they've introduced a lot of really cool independent artists to the world who are doing awesome work. And I just didn't see that with DVD, and that's why I think Blu-ray is a really cool format. Now, reason number 7 why Blu-ray doesn't suck is because we got lossless audio. If you're an audiophile, if you really care about your home theater surround sound experience, Blu-ray is by far the superior format to DVD. Most of DVD, you're going to have some surround tracks, you're going to have Dolby Digital 5.1, but we never got into the world of like DTS HD, DTS X, Dolby Atmos, Dolby True HD. That all came about when we had more space on the disc and more storage space to put a lossless audio track. And so the audio experience on Blu-ray is far superior to anything that DVD could offer you. So it's a really important consideration for the enthusiasts out there, because if you've invested a lot of money into your home theater and you have, your 5, 7, 9, 11, however many speakers you have, you invested a lot of money in a subwoofer and a good AV receiver or amplifier, you want lossless audio. You don't want lossy compressed audio. You want the lossless version. And that's something that basically only Blu-ray can give you because of the storage space on the disc. So this ties right into reason number 8 why Blu-rays don't suck, and that is the video quality. Now, if you compare a DVD in 480p standard resolution to a Blu-ray in 1080p, it's a game changer. It is the biggest leap forward on any format that I've seen so far. VHS to DVD, yeah, it was a nice leap forward in quality, but it wasn't a huge difference. DVD to Blu-ray, massive, even bigger than Blu-ray to 4K. You know, a lot of people say I can't see the difference between Blu-ray and 4K, and sure, I get that. They are sometimes very close in quality, and if you're not looking for specific things in the 4K disc, you may not see the difference. But if you tell me you can't see the difference between a DVD and a Blu-ray, you're lying, because that was the biggest leap forward in home video and home entertainment that we've ever had. So the fact that this HD video is available on Blu-ray, obviously if you love movies, you want to see movies in the best format possible, and Blu-ray just doesn't suck. Blu-ray does not suck for audio, and it does not suck for video, and they are both far ahead of where DVD could give you AV quality. So you can't say Blu-ray sucks if you've ever actually seen one or listened to one, because they are years ahead of where DVD was. Now, reason number 9 is an interesting one, and I think that is the digital codes that come with a Blu-ray disc. This was not something we saw in the days of DVD. Nowadays, sure, you might be able to buy a DVD with the digital code, but early on in the days of Blu-ray, even back when they had to give you a disc to put into your computer to get a digital copy, this was before Movies Anywhere and before we had digital codes, you always were able to get a digital backup of the movie. And that's something that to this day is still pretty rare with DVD, and especially in the late 90s and early 2000s was basically unheard of. So although I am a physical media collector, I think Blu-ray did something really cool where they started including those digital copies, because it gives you the physical version and it gives you a digital backup. So no matter how you wanted to watch the movie, you had that option. It was an added bonus to buying Blu-ray to get a digital copy, to build a digital library, to be able to stream your movies on your phone or on your Apple TV or whatever you have around your house, but also be able to own the disc in its highest quality. It doesn't suck when you get a digital copy essentially for free as part of your purchase. And then the number 10 reason why Blu-rays don't suck for me is because they really are catered towards collectors and enthusiasts. DVD was a very mainstream format, and Blu-ray was to some point in its early days, but it quickly evolved into more of a niche market, and that's where you started to see these really cool independent boutique labels come around. This is where you started to see more unique artwork, cool packaging like steelbooks. You started to see more special features, more emphasis on what was included in the package, and that's something that DVD has never done and doesn't do even to this day. If you walk into Walmart right now and you want to buy a copy of The Batman, if you buy the Blu-ray or the 4K disc, you're getting a good experience, video and audio, you're getting the home theater enthusiast quality, and you're getting all these extra special features and bonuses and special packaging or artwork. If you buy the DVD, you're getting a DVD in a DVD case with some boring artwork. It's just not a superior format, and it's the reason why I honestly couldn't ever see myself buying a DVD of any movie that has a Blu-ray release at this point. Blu-ray is just superior, and it's better for the home theater enthusiast like me and like you who are probably watching this, and it's better for the collector like me and like you. It's just an overall better format that is more catered towards us, the people who watch this channel, who love to collect movies and watch movies on their home theaters. It's far superior and more designed for us with the collector in mind. And I have DVDs, and I love DVDs, but I have to say Blu-ray does not suck when they do such a great job catering to the people like me and you out there. So those are the top 10 reasons why Blu-ray doesn't suck. And now if you want the other side of this argument, feel free to go ahead and watch Cinemassacre's video, because it does make me laugh. And, part of it is, he's probably doing a little satire and a little parody, and, there is a comedic element to it. He's, yearning for that nostalgia and complaining about Blu-ray in kind of a funny way. And that's why I like the video. But, I just had to respond. I've seen that video get millions of views, and I said, you know what, we need the counter argument. So hopefully this made sense to you guys. If you've been collecting DVDs, I don't mean to poo-poo on you, but I would highly consider moving to Blu-ray. Hopefully this video convinced you. And if you have been collecting Blu-rays, maybe this made you feel a little bit better about your collection, because it really is a great format. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Even if you haven't moved to 4K Blu-ray yet, 1080p standard Blu-ray is still a very viable format, a great audio video experience. It has awesome packaging and special features. I mean, it is still for many years probably going to be the premium format, while 4K remains very niche and DVD remains mainstream. Blu-ray is right in the middle, and it's a really solid format that definitely, in my opinion, doesn't suck. So thanks for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, have your notifications on, and hit that bell icon. Plus, like this video so others will see it. Feel free to share it wherever you'd like. I always encourage people to share all over social media if you'd like to. Make sure you leave a comment. Let me know what you think, or if I missed a reason that you would have liked to see added to this list. Also, I'll put a link to Cinemassacre's video because it is very funny, and I think you guys should check it out. So that'll be down in the description, as well as all of my social media links and all of my partner links and ways you can support me, my partners, and sponsors, which helps support my content and the channel, which I greatly appreciate. So thank you all for watching. This community is awesome, and I hope this video does well and you guys enjoy it. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, stay healthy out there, and I will talk to you all soon.